Today's Wednesday, June 18th, I believe. Pretty sure it is. And it's just a little after 5 a.m. As soon as I thought I was going to get plenty of good sleep, and then it's always something when that happens and screws that up. But Westland woke us up at about 12:50 last night, or this morning, and then right at 5 a.m. It kind of sounded like a bomb went off, but it was the barbecue grill. We got tree limbs down right there. At about 5 a.m. It sounded like a bomb went off because the barbecue grill went somehow backwards off the porch. The wind's coming out of the northwest, but the barbecue grill went in the direction of north off the back porch, and that's right by our window. And then then a lot of lightning, power went out, all kinds of stuff. So we're headed to the barn, turn the generator on, and I don't see how there's not any damage. Just pretty sure it's just straight line winds. All the cabbages are still in shape there. What we do is when we stack those up, we try to get them nice and tight and everything like that, so they can't catch wind. The colony barn's still there. Be surprised the old barn's still standing, and it is. Some tree limbs broke off. Cover still on the power washer. I swear, every time I think that old barn's gonna be gone, it's still there. I don't know where that barrel came from. That barrel was on the other side of the dairy barn. What? Oh, it's freezing in here now. They said when they came through, the barn roof was shaking a little bit on the back of the ramp. I had a tree right next to the employee house, and it fell over and like flipped up the porch. That porch is like 6 foot in the air on one side, and then had that tree break off right there too. I don't think it did any damage though. We're over here at Wes's house now, and everything looks pretty good except for that top of that tree broke off. But no vehicles hurt, or no tractors damaged. Looks like his house is okay. I'm surprised he didn't call me or anything. He must be passed out asleep. Just drive down here real quick and see what's going on. You probably can't see nothing. I just got my little flashlight. You can see some eyeballs. But first thing I thought was that these heifers went through the fence and got mixed in with the other heifers. But they're all in the pastures that they're supposed to be in. Right after I woke up and I heard the first bang, I was like, oh, that's the barbecue grill. And then I was like, oh, dang it, we don't have electricity. And then I looked at my phone and I saw it was 5 o'clock and I knew it was milking time. And I was like, oh, I gotta go turn the generator on now. And then, so I guess my third or fourth thought was all these heifers were gonna be mixed up, and that's what we were gonna be doing all day, is sorting through 220 heifers. They got it pretty good through here. Oh, that's a bigger stick. I'm gonna run that over. We're just gonna run down here and see where the electricity's on at, and then maybe just kind of get a timeline of how long we're gonna be out of electricity. Oh, what the hell? Well, I guess we ain't going very far. It's 10 minutes till 6, and we're just pulling up to this tree real quick, and we're gonna try to just bump it a little bit off the road, and then that way the power guys can get by. I can't ever want to go there on this side of the tree, so. Just a big tree though, it's not a whole tree. Better angle. I don't know where he went, but good. Road's open. So we're even fix power so I can go get some coffee. Kind of weird looking. Well, it's 10 minutes till 7 now, and I mixed up feed, put it out, took the skid steer, I scraped down the center. The center was full of water, so anytime it gets like that, it's a good time to scrape and get any dirt, any mud, anything like that that's been drug in from the feed wagon. So I got all that scraped down and pushed feed, and then one guy showed up to work, so I'm gonna run down here real quick. Because when I was mixing up feed, I seen a truck come in, and then it got down here to the bridge and it stopped, and I saw the person get out and walk. So we're gonna go see what happened down there. There's one tree fell over there, and then we're gonna run to my house and see if there's any damages there. A limb. That's it. She must have. It looked like a woman, but she must have got out and drug it across or something. So. Well, it's 5 minutes till 8, and the electricity just came on. So hopefully, the old lady calls there in a minute with some coffee, because I'm falling asleep here. I got coffee and breakfast. What are you waiting for? It's already 8. It's gone. Power, and we got this all shut down and all that. So, well, between where the group of older heifers, what we call the bred heifers, we actually call that field Henrys. Between there and the land that we cleared last summer, there's a tree. I didn't drive all the way out there, but you can see there's a tree down, and there's about 20 heifers in the land that we cleared, so obviously something's wrong with the fence there. There were 3 bred heifers out from the dry cows in 32, because they went to 32 again last night. They were just walking up and down the lane. I got them back in, and then coming down here, there was 4 steers standing out here in the lane as well. And I'm pretty sure there's 1 heifer across the road that is walking up and down the lane too. Probably just when they ran and bunched up against the fence, some of them got pushed out. So nothing wrong with the fence. It's just they ended up on the other side of it. So there's a tree. I see a tree snap, but it looked like it missed the fence by like 10 feet or so. So that's good. And we're gonna go back up to the feed lane and see what we got to do. And then the heifer that is out across the road, we'll get her back in when we put out feed over there. Okay, so I just finished putting out feed, just finished scraping the feed lane with the skid steer, and Chance right now is moving the dry cows. He's about got them halfway to 32, or from 32 to 18. Let's see, Wes right now, this truck's sitting right here. He took the old truck and went and got the belly dump. A few months ago we let a guy, or brothers, borrow the belly dump, and they broke it. They broke it fairly bad, kind of being dumb with the doors. And then so they swore up and down that they'd get it fixed, and they hadn't done anything about it, which they're both very capable of fixing it. So Wes said something a few times like, hey, I need that belly dump. I need to get some rock, and then they borrowed it right after we got that one load of rock for the front of the Kamani barn. So that's how long they've had it, if you remember those videos. And then so on Monday, after we got those 2 inches of rain, Wes did a little ash chewing, and they got on it and got it fixed. And so he went to go get it this morning, and then hopefully, well, he said either Jeremy's gonna go get rock or he's gonna go get rock. Either way, we're getting rock. And we got some places on the lanes that are really bad that we need to get fixed because they're about knee deep, and that's not good. So I'm about to go eat lunch. Chance is about to go eat lunch as soon as he gets done with that. Jason and Wes cut up those trees that are on those houses that were tore up the porch and whatever. There's a belly dump coming down the road. And then so they got those trees hauled off. You can see some of the drag marks and some of the limbs. And yeah, so that's kind of somewhat fixed up. The porch is a little jacked. We got a tree on the fence between Henry's and the place that we cleared last summer. And there's heifers in there, so we got to get that figured out and fixed and get those heifers out of there. And then there's also a tree on the fence at 25A that we need to get off too. So other than that, we're about to go eat lunch and then we'll get after it. So that's what's going on right now. It's like 12:50. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, we came out here to the what we call Henry's, and then that land that we cleared last summer. And this is what happened. The tree got uprooted and it snagged the fence, and it's stuck up on the root right there. So built this fence last September, October, something like that. So it's brand new. It's really nice and tight. So we had to basically pry it off the T-post over there and then pull it out of them insulators to get it loose enough, because somebody forgot to turn the fence off, so it's hot right now, and too lazy to drive back and turn it off. So only problem is, stand down the fence line, the root's in the way of the other T-post. So, and this is land that we rent, and that's land that we own. Oh, Chance, he probably don't even know, but this was like 5 acres of jungle right here last summer. Yeah, and it's a bottom, so it's always wet. And then it got dry enough last year that we cleared it. And then, I mean, like right here, you couldn't walk 10 feet. And then all these nice oak trees were right here on the fence line, so we left them. And then I think a couple on the other end got burned up from burning the logs. So one of them's dead, or both of them are dead. One of them snapped in half and fell a week or two ago, and then now this one was perfectly fine. And it's a pretty good sized tree, just uprooted. But the heifers were just walking underneath the fence, so I gotta figure out a way to make Chance get that fence off there. And then I don't know, I'm thinking for now just get it down and just let it run into the roots. And it's going to suck some juice down, but that's about the only option I got, because I can't just move this out of the way. Hi, come here. Bring in a stick. Aren't you supposed to be doing this? Why am I doing it?
You grabbed my stick.
That sounded weird. I didn't grab your stick. Freaking weirdo. Huh? Watching you do this, see what happens.
I didn't really know how to do this. And I
You just got shocked?
Yeah, it fucking hurt. Okay, yeah. Do that. Too easy. Chance fixed it.
Yeah, so we got to take at least that chunk out. Or, see this? You couldn't bring, well, we don't have a tractor to pull that. Dozers are way over there. Like, way over there right now. The little dozer's at Wes's house. The big dozer's out in the new land. That's a... Big dozer's got to be a mile from here right now. The hose is the closest, but also the slowest. And you couldn't even... Look where the water is. You couldn't even get on there anyway. You just sink. You know? So it's going to have to stay like that. We don't have another choice. Alright, we're going to go find something else to do. Let's go. Kind of like curved when it broke. This tree was 5 foot shorter. It missed the fence, but we just made a couple little cuts here on this, and then we'll be done with this. All right, we're done with that. That was pretty easy. Let's see what else we got. So Wes got back with a load of rock, and he put it all up on that culvert that we moved a couple months ago. And cows were sinking in that pretty good, so got that covered, and he's going to get some more rock tomorrow. We just finished up everything at the barn, all the feeding and setting out bales and all that stuff that we do every day. And right now I'm going to head up here and help Wes get this welder and everything put up. And then roll the windows up in the Dodge this time, because the last two the last two times it rained, the windows were down and the Dodge filled up with water. So we'll get that done and get this welder put up. Yeah, so at the first part of the video when I was walking outside, that was my barbecue grill that was flipped over, and then I grabbed some red string, and that was weed eater string, because me and Allie had finished mowing the yard the night before. We got done right at dark. I was weeding and she was riding lawnmower, and I had left the string on the back of my truck right where my fuel hose curls up, and it was in the package. I haven't found the package yet. Just the string was laying there on the ground, so I don't know. It was kind of weird, but I'm kind of surprised it was able to slide off because of the rail on the side of my bed, and also it being inside the coil of the fuel hose. But yeah, whatever. And then there's also some Gatorade bottles that flew off the back of my truck, but whatever. And then we got those trees handled around those houses. I think they just ended up moving the steps to the other side on the porch. And I got those trees off the fence. And what else? You know, power's back on and all that. Everything's going good. It's just wet and muddy, and we need to dry out. But when I went and ate lunch, they I always watch the midday news when I eat lunch, and they said that tonight, well, first off, last night they said that we had a 40% chance of rain, and that we were going to have stable air and blah blah blah. It was going to be severe west of Dallas, and then when it got to Dallas, it'd be falling apart and we wouldn't have nothing. And they were completely wrong on that, because I watched it on the radar and it made it all the way to the other side of Louisiana before it fell apart. So when I ate lunch, they said we had an 80% chance tonight at between 9 and 10 p.m. for severe storms, and then again at 5 o'clock in the morning, another round. So yeah, you know, they do the little slight risk, marginal risk, and enhanced, and whatever the other ones are. Well, they had basically all of East Texas in the enhanced, and we were like bullseye center of it. So The last couple times that has happened, we had gotten tornadoes, and so now that when everybody sees that, they kind of freak out a little bit. Wife already texted me and said there's actually a storm passing north of us right now around Sulphur Springs, and she said that people on Facebook are saying there was a tornado in Greenville, which is not that far away from here, but it's kind of dark that way, but we're not getting anything from it. And then something just fired up on the other side, or on this side of Abilene, heading this way. So that might be the what hits 10 o'clock tonight. And then last night when they were on the news, they were talking about tornadoes and the risk and all that, and how many tornadoes Texas has already had this year. And the county with the most tornadoes so far is our county with 5. Yeah, so not good. We know we saw 2 or 3 of them go by a couple weeks ago. And so right now it has been clear. It's been clear all the way up here, and it's starting to get cloudy to the west. Yeah, you can see the sun going down. And then I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up, but out there to the north, straight north of us, it's kind of dark that way. But we're not worried about what's north. We're kind of worried about what's over there. Looking at the radar, if it stays the same size, it might barely nick us, but if it grows, it's gonna hit us. So, and then well, anyway. So we're gonna get this welder put up and then head to the house and get a shower and get some dinner and play with the kids and edit this video, and then hopefully get a good night's sleep, because I tell you, if I could get 6 solid hours of sleep one time, I could get anything done. But the last 2 or 3 weeks that hasn't happened. So either late nights in the hayfield, or something happens, or now Westland crying in the middle of the night. So it's been something every night. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.